Hey, Tony here at Random Adventures 2.0. What are we doing and where are we at? Well, where we're at a beautiful lake. Check that out. It's blue skies, but I got some dark clouds coming over there, so it may rain on us. But if it does, who cares? So what are we doing? Well, we're going to take a look at this product right here. This is a FireMaple cooking system. Now, this is the Star X2. Now, I've already taken it out of the box, and that's right here. Let me slide this over. Now, they've had this for a little while now, but something that's new is this koozie right here. So, the Star X2 cooking system, I'm going to break it all down. Everything we need is right here contained in it. It's great for backpacking, just out at the campsite, things like that. So, when I open the box, there's a nice mesh bag here that this came in. I pulled it out already. Now I've got my gas canister in here already, so we're going to take a look at that. I'll show you how it all packs into this nice tight little pack. And when they asked me if I would like to take a look at it, at first I was like, nah, because it was blue and it was a red one. But then they sent me a picture and said, hey, we're releasing this one soon with the Camo. And I was like, oh, now you're talking my language. So they asked if I wanted the pink or the green Camo or the tan. This is the tan one. I said green, so it actually came with the green one on it. But when you open up the box, one of the first things you see is this tan one. So you can interchange these, which is really cool. So let's break this down and see how it's all packed in here. Okay, if you're gonna take a look at this, it's gonna look very similar to the Jetboil, but there are some other features other than the Jetboil that this does have, and that being the first thing here, you can see this little cable and ball. That's how you secure the handle. You can see it right there on the side. That locks your handle in place to keep the lid down, so that you just kind of slide it down like that. But on the Jetboil, one of the things that you'll see is there's a handle, canvas handle on the koozie itself. One of the things I like about FireMaple is you've got this handle that it's just like their cook pot that I really, really like, and that's the pan. But this handle locks in place. That way when you go to pour things, it doesn't spill all over the place or slip in your hand. It's a nice solid handle, and there's a little button here that you just press and that unlocks it, but when it's locked in place, it's locked in place. Okay, so first thing you're gonna see is this lid. Now it is plastic, but it's a heavy gauge plastic, and it's got this little vent hole right here that really adds a lot to it. And this is a flexible rubber, so that will not get hot when you're boiling your water. So then, now this piece here, this is something unique. Now, one of the unique things about this is if you're just gonna use a pan, it's got little legs right here. You can pull those legs out and then set your pan directly on top of here and not use the pot. I'm going to show you that here in a minute, but I'm going to lay that to the side. So next thing you see that goes in here, that's going to be my heating source. That's my little canister. I'll lay that aside now. This is a little tricky to get out. I always grab it just by the burner here and lift it straight up. But this is the igniter right there. Very good ignition system. One push button and then all of a sudden it flames. So we've got that, and then right here is the canister stand. Now this is plastic, but again, it's heavy gauge, and you can see that the little legs lock in place. And then I'll lay the canister on here and I'll build the system so you can actually see the cook system in action. Alrighty, so this is the base. Now that's where your canister is going to set in. So this is the smaller canister out of the two. It does accept the larger canister as well. You're just going to want to click it in there. You can see I just clicked that rim right in there. Now this is your burner. So this is where all the heat comes from. So I just take and want to spin that on. Now I am going to just show you the igniter without putting a pot on it, just so you can see the flame and how easy this is to light up. So you can see right here, this is the valve where you control the gas. And then on this side, you've got the igniter. So you can see the ignition right there. So I'm going to go ahead and just fire this up without the pot on it, just so you can see how easy this starts up. So you just want to turn the valve, get the gas going, and then give it a quick pull. So it's burning. All right, I'm going to go ahead and shut it off, and then I'll show you the next step. Now, if you wanted to cook without the pot, and say you had a kettle, so this is the piece that FireMaple sends, and this is nice, sturdy, and like I said, the legs that hold your pan flip in so you can store it. So we just want to flip those out, and it's got these nice little grooves right here on all four legs that fit right down on top like that. All right, and then you just kind of lock it in place, and then now you got your cooktop spot for your pan. So I don't have a pan to show you that. I'm sure get you up here. I'm sure you got a pan, or you can figure it out, right? But that's how that goes on there. So I'm going to go ahead, get to our FireMaple pot, and then start boiling some water. We're going to see how long this takes. Now this is our cook pot here, so you can see the 1 liter mark there, and then way down there a ½ liter mark. It's probably a little dark in the camera, but it gives you lines. So we're going to go ahead and put a whole liter of water in here, and then see how that boils it and how fast. So this is a 1 liter bottle, so we're going to put it all in there. There you have it. So 1 liter bottle is empty, and well, let me show you how this goes onto the FireMaple burner and then locks into place. So you can see this little dimple right there. Now that dimple is the locking mechanism for your cook pot. So you want to take this right here. Now this slit here, that's the spot that is going to be the locking part of this, and you want to just drop it right into it, and then give it a quick little twist. Now that is locked into place, and you can lift the whole thing up just like that. All right, so let's get this fired up. I'm going to check the time and see how long this takes. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put the top on right here. Now we're not going to lock that in place because then we'd flip the handle over. We're just going to leave it just like that, and we're going to give it a turn right here. Okay, so double zeros on the clock. I'm going to start this, get it fired up. And I am going to turn this up on high, and we're just going to let it run. One of the nice things too is you've got these little fins here which actually operate as a wind barrier. Okay, let's keep an eye on it. Okay, we just hit the 1 minute mark. I'm starting to see some bubbles. Now, I don't have this turned up all the way. I'm just going to turn it up just a little bit more. There we go. Now we're at full capacity. Well, I'm seeing steam. Now, I would probably only go to that point right there, and that is exactly 2 minutes. I'm just going to cover it. I want to see how long it takes us to get to a full rolling boil. Okay, we just reached the 4 minute mark, and it's coming out of the top. Oh, and that is a rolling boil. Let me show you that. Oh, you can see that's a rolling. Let me go ahead and turn her down. So that is 1 full liter of water to a huge rolling boil. Okay, I gotta put the top back on there. Yeah, 4 minutes and 10 seconds. Now that was pretty fast. For a whole liter of water, I don't know where I would boil a whole liter of water, but if I needed to, hey, it's only 4 minutes and 10 seconds to do that. So one of the things that being able to boil water fast it's going to conserve your fuel. So you'll be able to get a lot more cooking done with one canister. So yeah, I still got a lot of canister left, a lot of cooking to do. So that's perfect. All right, well, we got to figure out what to do with that hot water. I think I got coffee. Yeah, that's perfect. Now to take it apart, look how easy that just comes off. Now the handle, again, just a little quick thing. Now the pot is not hot at all because I've got this koozie on it, but it does maintain the temperature. Yeah, it's still warm inside of there. The base or the flame burner just spins right off. You can spin it right off. So we're going to break this back down and put it away. Show you how quick and easy this goes back in. So the first thing you want to do is you want to put this back in your cup or your pot. So that's the first thing that goes down in there. The second thing, make sure that's not hot. So we're going to put the little valve stem closed, and we're just going to slide this right down in here. Then the next thing is going to be our canister, our fuel source. Drop that in, and then we're going to close up our little legs because this is the next part to go in there. So we just close those up. Now that upside down drops right in there. Then the last thing is the top. So we're just going to put the top on, give it a quick spin, line this up with the handle, pull our little braided cord with our ball on it, and lock it in place. Give that a quick pull down, and there you have it. All back together, ready to go in the pack. Now, I do recommend keeping it in the bag. It's just nice compression bag. So you're just going to slide this back in. Yeah, I like it. And it's going to be seen on different camping trips, so keep an eye out. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, why don't you give it a thought? And if you like this video, hit that like and the subscribe button if you want. But don't forget to hit that notification bell right there. But that's just a reminder, because you never know what we're going to be doing, what we're going to be coming out with. And if you haven't seen any of my camping videos, check out the playlist at the end of this and see me using some of the stuff that we review. All right, we'll talk to you later. See ya. Tony 2.0 out.